Every time the neighbor's dog gets pregnant, the boy gets beaten up badly by his mother. It's all because Ichiro has this weird habit: no animal in the village can escape his clutches. One day, neighbor Granny Yoshikawa comes to Ichiro's house because her pregnant dog Aru has gone missing. When Ichiro's mom finds out, she doesn't even ask questions and just starts beating him. Even though Ichiro keeps explaining he has no idea what happened, his mom won't stop. Granny Yoshikawa tells them to knock it off, then turns around and leaves. The next day on his way to school, Ichiro spots the missing Aru out of nowhere. Pissed off, he walks up and starts complaining, messing around with Aru's mouth. But the next second, Aru suddenly starts pulling Ichiro backwards. Sota sees Ichiro running backwards all of a sudden and quickly follows him. But when they get to the river, Sota finds Ichiro just frozen in place. Following Ichiro's gaze, he actually sees Aru lying by the river hit by a car. At that moment, Aru's spirit appears next to Ichiro again, so Ichiro uses a cart to take Aru to the hospital, watching Ichiro desperately trying to save her. Aru is really moved, but in the end, they're too late. Even though he couldn't save Aru, he did manage to save her puppies. But the next day, Granny Yoshikawa shows up looking for Ichiro again. Ichiro thinks she's come to blame him, so he quickly explains that Aru's death has nothing to do with him. But his sister standing nearby just sees Ichiro talking to himself. She can't see Granny Yoshikawa standing right there at all. That's when Ichiro realizes Granny Yoshikawa has become a ghost, too. But Granny Yoshikawa doesn't care about being dead, she just wants Ichiro to take in the puppy. However, Ichiro refuses the request. Left with no choice, Granny Yoshikawa lets down her hair, turns into something scary, and chases Ichiro around. Terrified of ghosts, Ichiro cries and gives in, but at Granny Yoshikawa's funeral, the unclaimed puppy has already been sent to the pound. By the time Ichiro convinces his parents and goes looking for the puppy, it's too late. At that moment, the puppy is locked up with a bunch of vicious dogs. The vicious dogs want to teach the new puppy a lesson, but just as they're about to attack the puppy, an angry Aru instantly sends them flying. Seeing her mother suddenly appear, the puppy isn't scared anymore. Under Aru's intimidation, the vicious dogs lower their heads and don't dare make a sound. The commotion catches the attention of a staff member, but the second the staff member opens the gate, Aru takes the puppy and flies out. Meanwhile, Granny Yoshikawa is still pestering Ichiro to save the dog, but Ichiro is in the bathroom right now. He figured he'd go later, but anxious Granny Yoshikawa just uses her powers and teleports Ichiro straight into the dog cage at the pound. Before he can even wipe his butt, Ichiro is instantly surrounded by the vicious dogs. By the time the staff member shows up, Ichiro is beating up these vicious dogs. After being let out by the staff member, Ichiro quickly asks about the puppy he's looking for, but the staff member says it was already taken away by a big black dog. Ichiro instantly realizes it was Aru who saved her own puppy, but just as Ichiro is about to go look for Aru, he gets grabbed by the staff member. Then the staff member forces Ichiro to finish reading an entire dog care manual before letting him leave. Just as Ichiro is still complaining about Granny Yoshikawa, he notices the puppy is somehow sitting right at his feet. So this puppy, named Jiro, officially becomes part of Ichiro's family. Watching them sleep together so peacefully, Granny Yoshikawa and Aru can finally head to heaven without worries.